Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Buster Moon from the movie Sing and Sing 2, okay? So I'm going to start off and I'm going to draw the entire thing in a marker, that way you guys can see it, but if you want to draw in pencil in case you have to erase, that's more than okay. Now to help you guys out, I will be putting a reference photo right here above the Drawing Joshua logo, that way you guys have something to look at while we draw. Okay, so I have my marker, and what I'm going to do is go to the center of the page. I'm going to come up just a little bit, and we're going to start off by drawing his nose, okay? So I'm just going to put a line like this, and we're just going to make a rectangle, okay? So it's just going to come down like this, come across, and back down, okay? And if you remember, he's a koala bear, so his nose is shaped a little bit different than ours. Okay, so now I'm going to draw his eyes, okay? So I'm going to start by his left eye. I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to draw a circle. Maybe something like that. Okay, now I'm going to go to the other side of his nose here. I'm going to draw another circle. All right, awesome job. Now, while we're here, let's go ahead and draw his pupils, okay? So inside of here, I'm just going to draw a circle towards the inside. I'm just going to color this in while I'm here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. All right, great job. Now let's go ahead and give him a smile, okay? So if we come below the nose, this is about how far down we're gonna do the smile, okay? So what we're gonna do is come over to where we did his eye. We're gonna come down, and this is gonna be the edge of his smile, okay? And you can do the same thing on the other side. That way it's symmetrical, okay? So maybe something like this, okay? Now we just connect these lines. So I'm just gonna give him a smile. I kind of touch that line that I made. If I want, I can come over here like that. All right, awesome job so far. Now let's go ahead and give him some eyebrows, okay? So from where his eye is, I'm gonna come up just a little bit. I'm just gonna draw like this. Okay, so it kind of has a straight line there, and it kind of gets narrower. So I'm gonna bring a line that goes like that, okay? And this is also gonna be the top of his head, all right? So now I'm gonna come over to his other eye. And again, kind of over here, I'm gonna do just a straight line. Comes down like this. And I might make this one kind of look a little bit more like Harry. So what I did is just put a V there to make it look a little bit more like hair. So I come back up, okay? Now let's go ahead and kind of work on the shape of his head, okay? So from where this eyebrow, this corner here, I'm gonna come in just a little bit, and then we're gonna come up like this, come back down, and these are just like zigzag lines, okay? Goes like this, and then maybe this one kind of goes on top like that. All right, awesome job. Now let's jump over here and let's work on his kind of left ear, okay? So from where the eyebrow ends, I'm gonna extend this just a little bit more. And let's draw his first ear. So I'm gonna come up from where we ended. I'm just gonna draw a line that comes out like this. Remember, he has big ears because he's a koala bear. So I'm gonna draw this line that comes in. That way it almost looks like it's fur. And I'm gonna keep drawing around. This is basically just gonna make a circle shape, okay? So I'm gonna draw another line in. Might keep coming down. Draw another line in. Another line in, maybe something like that, okay? Now, from here, I'm gonna draw a line that comes up. I'm gonna do a jagged line like that, okay? And go. All right, so then from here, I'm just gonna keep on coming around. Again, just doing these jagged lines like this to make it look like it's hair, okay? So then this one, I'm just gonna come up and maybe just bring it back down like that. All right, awesome. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump over to the other side and kind of do the same thing, okay? So from where this eyebrow ends, what I'm gonna do is come up about the same height that we did this one, come in. Kind of come like that. Kind of just do a straight line. We'll do another jagged line down like that. And I'm actually going to start on doing like that inside part. So I'm going to keep on going around here. So from where this one ends, come down, jagged line up. Again, this is just making like a big circle, okay? Maybe something like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this inside part here, okay? So we did this jagged line. So it's just gonna come around, maybe like here. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna curve it out to make it look like he has cheeks, like that. And then we're gonna bring it back down a little bit. And I'm gonna do another jagged line because he has fur all over. Maybe something like that, okay? All right, now I'm gonna do the other side. So from where we ended here, draw a line in, just do another jagged line, kind of comes down like that. And I'm gonna leave a little spot here because I'm probably gonna give him a little bow tie. I don't know exactly how it's gonna overlap quite yet. We'll decide that later. Okay, so now from his mouth, let's see here, why don't we just put a line, kind of comes down like this. Another one that comes down like this. As you can see from that reference photo, I'm probably just gonna color this part in like a lighter gray when we color it in, and that's just gonna make it look like it has more texture. Okay, so now that we have this line here, what I'm gonna do, start from here, I'm just gonna draw a straight line like that, and it's gonna cut over and up, okay? Now this one just comes out further and down like that. And this is gonna be the start of his suit, all right? So now I'm gonna jump back up and let's work on his arm, and then we can kind of finish the suit and the rest of his body. So from here, we're gonna come over and down like this. And he has kind of short arms, if you remember. So we're not gonna give him very long arms. They might not even be as long as his ear. All right, but so while we're here, let me see here, let's go to about the middle, and we're just gonna add 2 lines, okay? So one goes like that, and we're gonna make it like a V shape, and this one's gonna be longer. And that's gonna make it like look like there's like an elbow crease, okay? And I'll put another crease here, just like that. And this is just a curved line to make it look like his shoulder. All right, so then once we're here, draw this curved line for his sleeve. And now let's draw his hand, okay? So from here, just gonna come up, and he kind of has these square, kind of more boxy fingers. So kind of picture drawing like a rectangle. And then it comes out, so you make like a V shape. And then again, just kind of like another rectangle with curved edges, like that. Make another V. And this last one, I'm not gonna make a V, I'm just gonna make it look like it's a little closer, like that. And then just connect it back. All right, now to make it look like these fingers are connected, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna draw a line that connects them like that. All right, awesome. Now I'm gonna add one more line to make it look like his wrist, like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish his sleeve. So from here, just gonna draw a line that comes up. We don't wanna touch this line, but if you do, that's okay. Just gonna come up like that. And then it comes back down, like there, okay? All right, now I'm gonna come in just a little bit. This is gonna be the top of his sport coat, all right? So now, why don't we go ahead and let's jump over to the other side, and we'll finish his other arm, and then we'll kind of work on his legs, okay? So from where kind of this mouth line ended, what I'm gonna do is come down like we did on the other side, come in, and this line comes up. And then we draw it, it comes back down. I'm gonna make that one go down a little further. All right, now let's go from here, where it comes to a point. We're just gonna go back up. Not quite all the way though. Why don't we go ahead and give him a bow right now? How does that sound? So what we're gonna do in the center here, is draw a rectangle with curved edges, like that. And then we just have it kind of fan out a little bit. So it comes to this side, curves around, kind of comes in a little bit, and curves back like that. All right, so that's one side, and then we'll go ahead and do the other side. We're gonna kind of make it look like this side. So it's just gonna curve up, and kind of curves down, and then just curves back in like that. All right, now to make it look a little bit more like a bow, what we're gonna do is just add a couple lines. So this one, I'm just gonna make that top one curve a little bit. And the same thing on the other side. Something like that, okay? All right, now from here, let's go ahead and kind of show where his sport coat ends. So I'm just gonna put a line there, and we'll just make this line go all the way down and connect there, all right? And then this one just goes up, and we'll just connect it there. All right, great job. Now, from where we end or started here, I'm just gonna draw his shoulder. So it kind of comes down, and it comes down at an angle, like that. All right, now similar thing is what we did over here with these lines. I'm gonna do a line here to make it look like his shoulder. I'm gonna do another line at kind of his elbow area. So it's just gonna come like this, maybe just a longer line like that. All right, awesome job. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just put a curved line like this, and this is gonna be for his sleeve, again, like we did over there. And then let's go ahead and draw his hand. So from here, again, those big boxy fingers, like that. And we're gonna draw another one. So again, just a rectangle. I'm just giving it curved edges. That way it kind of looks like his fingers. Like that. And it makes a V shape. And then it connects back down. And on this last one, I'm not gonna do a V. Just gonna go like that. And then from here, just go ahead, connect it like that. I'm just gonna make this sleeve a little bit longer. All right. Now, same thing as we did over here. Let's just put a line underneath these fingers, okay? That way it just looks like his palm. All right, awesome. Now let's go ahead and finish his coat, okay? So from here, just gonna come up. Again, not gonna touch this line. Okay, come about that far. And then I'm gonna come up a little bit and then just come down. Okay, awesome. Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and go like this, just come across. And now jackets typically have like a button down in this area. So I'm gonna leave this part open. This part's gonna come up like this. And this part is just gonna come up like that. All right, now I'm gonna put a couple little lines here just to make it look like it's buttoned, which means that we're gonna have to add a button. So let's go ahead and add a button right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just color this in black while I'm here. All right, awesome. Now it's just time to give him some legs. So I'm gonna go back over this side, and what I'm gonna do is where we end, where this corner is, I'm gonna come in just a little bit, and this line just kind of comes down, something like that. All right, then it curves over, and then we come up at an angle like that. And we kind of do the same thing over here, but I always like to start from the edges, that way everything lines up. So I'm gonna come back to this corner, come over, just gonna come down, about the same distance that we did over here, curve over, and then this line just goes, connects up like that. All right, now let's go ahead and give him some shoes, okay? So I'm gonna draw this little line that comes straight down like this, comes over, and it kind of comes to a point and back like that. And to make it look like he has kind of like heels on his shoes, it kind of comes like this and then back at a straight line. And then just connects back to his pants like that. All right, now let's do a similar thing on the other side. So I'm gonna come down just a little bit. We come over to a point. I'm gonna make mine a little bit more curved. And then bring it back like this. A little straight line down, like this, and connects back to his pants like that. All right, now just a couple more lines to add and then we're all done. So I'm just gonna put kind of a straight line there, a straight line here, and just draw a line up. We're giving him fancy pants because he's ready for the show. And a straight line there. And let's see here, let's add another line here because we forgot to do that one. So just like we did on this side, kind of a curved line there to make it look like his wrist. And I might even just put a line here to make it look like his ear. Has kind of some fur on it. Okay, now, just like that, you are all done drawing Buster Moon. So I'm gonna go ahead and color it in now. As you can see from the reference photo, I'll probably give him like a blue suit and a red bow. But you guys are welcome to color them in whatever colors you'd like, or you can pause the video at the end and match the colors that I chose. Alright guys, so as you can see, I chose to color in my Buster Moon with a blue suit, and I gave him a red bow, and kind of colored him in gray, but I'd love to see how your drawings turned out. So feel free to tag me on any social media posts, or have you or a parent email me at drawingjoshua123@gmail.com. Now, I am always looking to hear what you guys want to learn how to draw next. So if you want to learn anything specific, feel free to drop it in the comments below, and I'm happy to work it into a future video for you guys. But until then, please remember that drawing does take practice. So practice and always have fun. Thanks, everyone.